Hey Nation, Gomer's
What's
favorite
up, Gomer
things.
Trons? How's
Gomer's
everybody doing?
favorite things. Gomer's favorite things.
Ooh. We have way too many Gomer's favorite things. Um,
And we have a hard out in
and
50 minutes, and so this is gonna be a lightning round of Gomer's favorite things.
right. And normally we do like 3 episodes of these, right? Like
Right.
we like favorite movie, favorite book, favorite whatever.
That's when we used to have one podcast. We did that.
Oh, right. That's what I was wondering. I was like, where did all that go?
We weren't also reviewing 4 Christmas movies on our different podcasts.
Right. Exactly.
Yeesh. Um okay. So this is gonna be a fun freewheeling Christmas app.
Yeah. You can just say. You should just mention that because we don't need to do all the intro. Well, we do need to do like you're
I'll do the
listening
intro.
to, right?
Yeah, I'll do that. That's
Okay.
fine.
I'll put Christmas music under it.
Oh, perfect. All right, great. Okay, let's
Wait,
just start.
so did we have any Gomer Christmas specials?
This is it. This is our Gomer Christmas special.
Oh, shoot.
Yep.
This is it.
This is it.
Don't get scared now.
We
All
have
right,
so
let's
much
go.
material
Here
out
we go.
there Christmas wise. I don't feel bad about that.
It's because of the Christmas movies
Right,
and the
exactly.
Gomer party and like all the things.
Yep.
Totally.
We can mention that too at the top.
Okay, okay, good. I think there's still a pretty serious delay, but
Okay, maybe that'll fix itself.
it,
Here,
yeah,
why don't you
let's
can
hope
you
so.
just go out real quick and come back in and I'll keep recording video.
Okay, you keep
Okay.
recording. Yep,
All right.
yep.
The other thing that Anthony didn't mention is that we already recorded a Gomer's favorite things spin-off called Gomer's favorite dogs that is coming out on the bonus disc. So there's just a lot of material out there. Here he comes. Here he comes.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Okay, great. Awesome.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's start it while we can.
Okay, here we go. All
All
right,
right.
1, 2, 3. Sorry, you there?
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, click. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Is that long?
Just listen.
One,
You try it.
two, three. Oh my gosh. Well, let's just do it. I think it'll be fine. Maybe after the intro, it'll be fine. Let's hope.
Cool.
Okay. All right.
Great.
You're listening to Two Gomers Run for Their Lives, a podcast about two regular guys challenging themselves to live healthier and inviting a nation along for the run. This is our Christmas special for the week of December 14th, 2020.
Welcome, everybody, to the
Woo.
Christmas special of Two Gomers 2020. This is Anthony speaking, one of those two aforementioned Gomers, coming to you from Atlanta, Georgia, with my friend Steven, all the way out in Flagstaff, Arizona.
Gomer's favorite things. So excited. Love Gomer's favorite things. Now,
Merry
usually,
Christmas, everybody.
yeah, Merry Christmas. Usually we would be recording, like we were talking right before we started recording. We would have like 3 Gomer specials where we have one about like Gomer music
Right.
and Gomer movies and um, uh, like a Gomer gift exchange. But all that stuff is now spread out over the massive Gomer universe.
Right. It's everywhere. We're everywhere.
Yep.
Um, if you want some of that content,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to. We have a Christmas party on
Yep.
December 17th.
Days from now.
First of all,
Yep.
we're probably going to be plugging one of our Gomer's favorite things, maybe two Gomer's favorite things, which is patreon.com/2Gomers.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Now that I look at the dates of release, this comes out after the party.
Dang it.
Oh, well. That's fine. Um, but still, you
You
should
missed
join
it.
patreon.com.
Shoot, sorry.
There's still reasons to be a Gomertron. But yeah,
Oh
that
yeah.
Gomer gift exchange is going to happen there. And then
Yep.
usually we talk movies and movies and movies, but um, we have Perfect Movie where Die Hard and It's a Wonderful Life are featured. And then on the
Mm-hmm.
bonus disc, here's a reason to become a Gomertron.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear our imperfect sequel, Home Alone 2
Oh,
episode,
you're telling me there's a Home Alone 2 episode?
an entire
What?
episode, which
How am I not a Gomertron?
we uh we had an idea that it would be uh something else than it became, which was stricken by stricken, like a issue by problem review
Yep.
of Home Alone 2. So fun. And then something that Anthony has been talking about for over a decade, The Night They Saved Christmas. There's also an imperfect movie episode of that on the bonus disc, along with Gomer's favorite dogs, a spin-off of this episode that we couldn't fit on. So
Yep.
lots of Christmas stuff from the Gomers out there. This one is our one on the main feed. We're going to focus primarily on Gomer's favorite
Mm.
things, a tradition of
Yep.
ours that we made up without any
Yep.
help.
Right. Never saw it on like any sort of TV
Nope.
show or like there's a car under your chair. There's a
Right.
car under your chair.
Um,
Right.
Speaking of that, just let me read this one description of something on Oprah's favorite things this year.
Okay.
Um, I always like to just take a little look through of Oprah's
Yeah.
favorite things. Um, this is for In Bloom nutritional powders, is one of her things.
Mm.
It says this: Kate Hudson sent some of these powders as a gift, and now I can't get enough. Each plant based blend is packed with a garden's worth of ingredients and help to boost everything from your immune system to your brain power. Cheers. It costs $60. I'd have no idea what this is. What
Mm-hmm.
even is this? And also, I just like that Kate Hudson gave it to her, and so it's on her list.
I know. Oh man. It's
Uh,
just like influencers to
mhm.
influencers, celebs on celebs.
Right.
Like, whoa, thanks for this box of stuff, Kate Hudson.
I know. The closest we get to that is you and I send each other things throughout the year that we like.
Right. Here's something I found that I like.
It was
Which
$12.
yeah, and you're gonna get some of those on the December 17th thing, which already happened.
Right. In the past. It's going
Oh
to happen in
man.
the past. What are those aliens called on arrival? Oh, now I can't
Oh,
remember. The
oh man.
the
It's the
nanopods.
heptapods.
Heptapods, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
It's very heptapod of us, right? We are going to do
Mm-hmm.
that 2 days ago.
Well, it's 9 days from now, so that's why I was like, it probably happens before that.
It
Also,
must. It surely must happen before we release this episode. Nope.
we're doing good though. We've got a structure and a plan to record episodes and release them on certain dates. This is
Oh
great.
yeah.
We're in marathon session. We're into episode 4 of
Today, this
recording
is our
today.
yeah, it's our fourth
Mm-hmm.
episode we've recorded today. I'm very proud of us, and so for that we want to have some
Yes.
fun. We just want to
Uh-huh.
list things we like. Gomer's favorite things is a tradition we've done probably for the past 10,
Yep.
11 years, where we just list things that we like. And listen, what year needs an episode like this
Mm.
more than this year?
Mm.
Joy. We're just
Yep.
gonna bask in some joy right now. Um,
Totally.
so I thought we could maybe just alternate some of our Gomer's
Great.
favorite things from 2020. I'll start. Some of this is Zoom based, unfortunately, because that's where my world is.
Yes. Okay.
Um,
Hey, when do I get to crack my La Croix?
oh, good. Let's do that first. Let's crack the La Croix.
Okay. Here we go. Last time in 2020. No, not really. Hey, how's it going? I got a bubbly here, named after Michael Bublé. This is dang good though.
No,
Orchard
no, it's not
grapefruit.
named
Grapefruit.
after Buble, is it? I just thought it worked for the
No.
marketing.
That is genius though. They were like,
Yeah.
he's the only person
Mm-hmm.
we could get.
Yeah, and
Michael
they got him.
Bublé,
Yep.
bubbly. It's
Yeah.
like this has to happen, and it did.
That's the grapefruit one you're drinking there.
Mm-hmm.
Delish.
Mm. So good. If
Um,
only it was cinnamon Coke, though.
uh, and I'm assuming there's nothing of that around you, or else I would have
Nothing,
heard.
dude.
Yeah, we check all the
R.I.P.,
time.
dude.
Yeah, I don't think it happened this year. Um, cherry bubbly rules.
Oh, okay. I'll
I know
try it.
you're a cherry Pop Tart fan, so I'm just saying.
Just yesterday, I had Pop Tarts for the first time in years, maybe.
Texted me a picture of
Because,
it. Hmm.
wow. It was
That's something
good.
else. Yeah. Um, so just a little. This is the honorary mention. I really like the cherry bubbly, and then I think I
Okay.
mentioned this. I really like the you poo pooed it, but I stand by it. It's
Mm-hmm.
the cucumber strawberry. Um, aha.
Oh, right.
Um,
Right.
really quite delicious.
Okay. I'll try it.
Um,
Um, I gotta be honest, man. I'm starting to get. I've been drinking still
still
Onagas.
water.
I know what is it? What is this? I use my hands.
Wait a minute.
Baby's toy.
So drinking water, that's fine. Do you mean that it's flavored still water?
No, 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 no.
You just like
Just
a still water. Onagas.
Onagas. Because ich habe Gas. I have enough. Ich habe enough gas.
I don't know what I can't think of the word for enough. Genug might be the word, but I might be wrong.
Okay.
Ich habe Gas genug is probably what you'd say. I have enough gas.
Or
If
like
that's the word,
ich
I don't
habe
even know.
schon. Ich habe schon Gas.
I have beautiful gas. So
No, no,
you're
no.
saying
Schon is like already.
already. That's true, and that's also true. I've already had gas today. Um, the first thing that's had been my favorite thing is raising my computer up so that I
Mm.
can look straight at it. One of those things is an expensive thing that I've mentioned on Gomer's favorite things in the past, which thank you again, Adam, for the website update. We can look at all the things we've mentioned. And so I know I've mentioned my standing desk before. Thanks, Dad, for
Yep.
that 40th birthday present. I've done even more because even when your desk is raised, if your laptop is flat on the desk, you're looking down, which hurts my little
Mm-hmm.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
Oh.
Um, so I've raised the laptop up with
Yup.
a laptop stand I really like. The brand is Nulaxy, Nulaxy, Nulaxy. I don't know.
Hmm.
But it's just a sleek metal laptop stand that raises the laptop about another foot so that I can look a little thing that
Yes.
has gone a long way in this age that we live in.
That is fantastic. So yours is looking sweet. I've copied you, but the way I have this set up
Uh
is I have a tray table
huh.
on
Right.
top of my 12 to 15-year-old sucky IKEA desk that has just saw marks all over it,
Yeah.
and like it's wobbly as
Yep.
heck. Like,
I
look at
wonder
this.
if
I'll just
the
wobble it.
13.1 Gomertron saw you setting this up. But usually when you say, I gotta
All
stand up,
right.
you go back and you pull out this folding desk, it looks like, that like you place on top of your other desk and then your laptop on top of that. I'd say the only issue with a laptop stand like this is then I had to buy another keyboard to put on the
Mm.
desk. Um, but
Yeah, but that's not an issue. That's cool.
yeah, and then I also bought this Magic Mouse, which
Oh
is
yeah.
so yummy.
Mm.
The Apple
Mm-hmm.
Magic Mouse feels so good,
Mm.
clicks so nice. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess I can just put that all in one favorite thing. I think I've worked hard. I also bought another screen, which is
Oh
really
right.
helpful, so that I don't have to. It's all in the. I mean, the purpose of it all is to keep me sitting up straight, so that I'm not constantly bending, looking down, up and down, because I do so much of my life right now at the desk. I just needed
Yeah.
to spend some money to make it a healthier place for me.
Dude, that is so 2020
Mm-hmm. I
in the
know.
fact that you led with your home office,
Yes, I
right?
agree. And
Like,
that's the first thing I thought of too. What have I
mm-hmm.
enjoyed that has made my life easier? Because I think that's what we do with Gomer's favorite things. I remember you had one year where every single thing was about raking leaves.
Right. We finally had a home or like a house.
And that was the new
Yup.
thing in your life, right? How do I take care of this dumb yard? That's how I feel. How can I be more comfortable in the home
Yeah.
office for sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bonus on that one then is the one that we discovered on the Gomers,
Mm-hmm.
which is hide self view.
Yep. a
We
hundred
just
percent.
gotta throw that in as just a bonus like Zoom. That's a Zoom hack.
Yep.
It's if you look again, if you missed it when we said it last time, top right of your screen of your
Yep.
like, there's three dots.
Of your window,
Click
right?
on that. You want to go ahead and right click on that.
You're gonna want to go ahead and scroll down to hide self view. That's at the bottom. Click that. That's that's from the days when we worked at
Yep. Start find files or
customer care.
folders.
Now you can
Um,
do that right now, but I'm taping for the 13.1ers. I wanted to see both of us.
right.
But
But you could
normally,
even show them, dude. You should just show them with your
that's
mouse.
true. Yeah. So I mean, I have a meeting right after this, um, where I am not going to look at myself that whole time. Hide self
Right.
view is the first thing I usually do.
And it was that thing psychologically, right? Of like,
Yep.
not in real life, you're not normally looking at somebody and yourself.
Right. And so your
Like,
your
yeah.
your brain is now has a new task it never had before. And so
Right.
get rid
And
of that
usually,
task.
yeah. And you're not, at least I'm not very satisfied with the way that I look on Zoom.
Right. So you're another thing to be upset about.
Totally. The whole time you're like,
Constant.
I mean, like right now, like, look, I didn't take a shower today, so I'm wearing my hat.
I see it. Yeah.
Like, I just feel kind of grungy. But hey, I turned off hide self view. Just relaxes the whole
Right.
brain.
Yeah, I mean
Truly.
it is going on to our secret YouTube page and there for eternity. But who cares? You've got hide self view on. You don't have to
I
look
don't.
at it.
Right. I'm not looking at it now. Won't worry about it.
Right.
Yeah. So that's amazing. I raised my desk up also, as I told you.
Mm-hmm.
I took all my. I'll tag onto that and do this as my favorite thing
Okay.
first. This is related. So I took my read stuff. So
Yeah.
this is my desk now.
Mm-hmm.
Erin teaches from home at least one day a week. Now
Yeah.
she's in person
Right.
at school. But on Wednesdays she's always teaching from home, and then she taught for months at home
Right.
and
Yeah.
used this desk or the one or just on the couch with some makeshift stuff.
Right.
I took all my read stuff, got it out of the studio, and went to my garage,
Oh,
which
right.
is
I forgot about
there's
this.
like a
Yeah.
wood shop.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I didn't build it. The
That is so
previous owner
cool.
built, like,
Yeah.
it's a standing desk, so it's like 36 inches.
Okay.
And I've started doing all my read making. Once again, I'm back in the garage. Florida, I was in the garage. Here
But
I'm
you
in the
do all
garage
your read
again.
making standing up?
Yeah. So
Wow.
all like the actual building of reeds and
Yeah.
scraping of reeds.
Okay.
And I sit down and test them, but sometimes I even stand playing with my harness. Like
Wow.
I stand playing with it.
Okay.
So a standing read desk, it's the same thing. So I've got my machines and
Yep.
stuff. And I took all this from you, like being a real stand-up guy.
Well,
But I was like,
standing is the new, or sorry, sitting is the new smoking. Remember that whole thing?
right.
That
Yep.
that standing up increases your lifespan. This was several years ago. It all started like you should stand
Yeah.
more, and I was like, okay. Um,
Yeah.
Plus we've got the rings to close, so you got to
Yep.
get those 12 stands in. I stood.
I I stood up.
I'll do anything for a little shot of adrenaline when those rings close.
Totally, but there's just a different energy. And
Yes.
so for me, I was always crouched over, just like you were
Mm-hmm.
saying about the laptop,
Yeah.
crouched over, hunched over,
Yep.
like just hacking away on my profiler,
Yeah.
scraping.
Mm-hmm.
Like now I try to scrape up. I clamped my profiler to my desk so I can
Oh,
actually do it like really relaxed instead of
right.
like holding it. I don't know. So it's
Just
more
opens you
work
right
from
up.
home stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So all those bassoon players that are listening, maybe Brendan,
Yeah.
if you're listening.
We have bassoon playing fans.
Oh yeah. Um, but truly though, oh, the dogs are walking by. Remember what we were talking about on Gomer's favorite things, dog edition?
Uh-huh. And all those
The two
dogs.
dogs
Mm-hmm.
are walking by, the golden and the chocolate lab, and my buddy Britt.
Do we just want to mention that now? Both for
Sure.
both of us, a Gomer's favorite thing is our
Yes.
sweet dogs. Um, and we won't harp on that right now because we just
Mm-mm.
recorded a separate hour-long episode on the bonus disc about that.
Yep.
If you're a dog fan, you're not gonna do better than that episode during Christmas.
We tell all our dog stories.
Yep.
Steven tells an unbelievable story about how their dog Chewy saved their life. Incredible. Talked about I told the story about us going to get our dog
Yep.
and what we've got now. She's like 9, 10 months old. She's a total quarantine dog,
Yeah.
Indiana Jones Georgeson, and so we share our favorite things about our dogs. Seriously, go patreon.com/2gomers.
Yep. That's something worth paying for. I'll tell you what.
But that's one of my favorite things that came out of 2020 is our dog.
100%. Yep.
Yep.
Um, let me say another one. Uh, we this is a health one, running related. We got a massage gun this
Oh,
year. Have you seen
okay.
these Theraguns?
I don't know.
So it's like a big. It's in the other room. I could show it to you, but it's in the other room, and I'm
What's it called? I'll look it up on my
look up
phone.
Theragun, Thera gun. It's like
Okay.
a massage tool that just like
Okay.
beats you.
Oh, okay.
Just like there's a hydraulic motor inside, and there's like it
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
like a
yeah.
drill,
Uh-huh.
and you just basically just beat your muscles with it. It
Cool.
vibrates like 100 times every second or something like that. Um, and you work your gluteus maximi.
So you
You
just put it on your bubble butt.
you just press it into your bubble butt as hard as you possibly can. Your muscles, your back, your shoulders,
Sounds
your
amazing.
feet. It
I need
is
that right
amazing.
now, man. I
It's
want
pretty
that. Send it.
expensive. I know. I almost got it for you, but it's sorry, it's too
Yeah.
expensive.
Is
It
it
might
is
be.
it under our chair? Is it under my chair right now?
No, it's. I don't think so. Unless I guess a listener could have sent it to us. We'll
Ooh.
only know by
Okay.
traveling back in time and listening to that episode. Um, so it's been super helpful. It's just like a percussive
Mhm.
massaging machine. Um,
Wow.
and we were given it by Victoria, who appeared
Wow.
on our Hamilton episode because her
Yep.
brother had accidentally been sent two when he ordered one. So she's like, I'm not gonna use
Whoa.
this thing. I bet Jessica and Steven would like it. It's been a life
Whoa.
changer. One of our favorite things. Jessica works her body every night with it.
Dude,
Fun to watch. Um,
that's incredible.
and so Theragun, really a very cool machine, and has helped me personally kind of work the kinks out from the running and stuff like that. So there you go.
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay, so I'll go with a tech one then
Great.
along that line. So,
Mm-hmm.
everybody knows I'm a bit of an audiophile.
Oh
I
yeah.
like I like music. I like beer. I just can't.
I
I don't
like
know what.
beer. That's a throwback. I like beer. But your
Brett
version is
Kavanaugh.
I like music. You like how things sound, Nation. When if you've noticed a change in the way the podcast sounds this year,
Yep.
that's all on Anthony. He has shaped this into something audibly that's quite special, I think.
It's. I think that's we're very proud of that.
Yeah.
And thank you, Kevin
Right.
Bates, one of our ultra marathon Gomertrons,
Mm-hmm.
um, for supplying us with these new just like top of the line mics.
And thanks to
And
Davis for the new music.
yes,
Oh
oh my,
my
Gomer's
goodness.
favorite things podcast edition, totally.
Right.
Davis's music, 2 scores.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we have Waves audio.
Oh yeah. Yep.
As far as the plugin, we've got our Focusrite boxes that are new. Yeah, we
Mm-hmm. Yep.
literally everything line level, and even on the DAW side,
Right.
we've like really upgraded a lot. So
Yeah. It's
yes,
been great.
Gomer's favorite things.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I love music and I love movies. Now this isn't like audiophile like Noah's been doing or like our buddy Hack's been doing, which is like going vinyl, going old school, going
Right.
like analog.
Analog. Yep.
Um,
This is
we
high
talked
tech.
about
What you're about to say. It sounds like.
yeah, yeah. This is high tech. This
Okay.
is high tech. So I've heard about Sonos. I've talked about it on the
Oh.
podcast, but I've heard about Sonos for like ever. Um, and I did this. I did this one gig this summer
Uh huh.
where I got like a really cool bonus.
Yeah.
Like I got money for it, and then I got a cool bonus.
Okay.
And I was like, Aaron, like one of our main things that we're trying to do is simplify,
Right.
right, and like streamline and
Mm-hmm.
minimize. And I want to be
Mm-hmm.
a monk. I just want to be a monk with just a Sonos soundboard bar
How many
in a room.
monks are like?
I know.
Let's
I
do a
know.
Sonos.
I know. But it's so minimalism. I friggin' love it.
Is it a sound
So
bar?
it's like, yeah, so it's a sound bar.
Uh
It's
huh.
actually a 5.1 like system.
Right. Sure.
But it's just it's a sound bar. It kind of looks like sort of like on Star Trek 4, like just
Okay.
a tube
Mm-hmm.
and then a subwoofer.
You mean the probe on
That's
on Star Trek 4, that thing
yeah.
that comes to
What did I?
just
Yeah, the
you did.
probe.
I didn't know which one you were talking about. The probe, that cigar shaped
Yep.
planet
It's it.
destroying thing. Yeah.
It could be a Sonos soundbar. It's because
Okay.
they've been like in R&D for years to release the new one, which came out in June.
Uh-huh.
And so I was like, I'm gonna be an early adopter of this thing. It's
Woo.
got 17 tweeters. It's got like dude, it is like
Sounds
when
like the
we
White House, 17 tweeters. Ooh.
but that was
All
good,
right.
man.
17 tweeters. What about woofers?
Oh yeah, just one woofer.
Okay.
But dude, this woofer is like so powerful.
Okay.
Like it is crisp.
Mm.
It is like I don't know. It's just so cool. It sounds
That's an
so
important thing
amazing.
with a woofer, right? You don't want it
Yeah.
muddy.
No,
It's
it is.
you can be
Yeah.
bassy and crisp. That's a hard
Yep.
thing to find, though.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
It fills an entire room. It's crisp.
Mm.
And then I got the two S1s that go with it, the surrounds.
Yeah.
Everything is Alexa enabled. So
All right.
Alexa
Uh-huh.
is like a bonus, like add. Now, I know people are worried. Alexa's listening. I mean, Siri's been listening. Like, I mean,
Siri, though, give me a break.
Siri sucks.
Siri can
Okay.
suck an
Hot
egg.
take. Hot
Yep.
take, dude. I texted you, or we were talking about this yesterday. Alexa, I'm sorry. I love Apple. We're fanboys since 1984.
Sure.
Alexa crushes Siri.
Google Home does too.
Okay, sure. Yep, I
So it's
believe it.
not just I don't think it's that, well, these things are better, but I mean, I hate to say it. Siri just bites.
Yep.
Never have I gotten
Useless. I'm
information
looking at my
that's
phone. I'm
helpful
like,
from
sorry,
Siri.
dude.
I don't care. Listen, you can eat it. I just said that to my
It,
phone.
it's gonna start malfunctioning now
I know,
because
it
it is
hates me now.
listening.
Yeah. But you ask Siri something and every single answer is, I found this website to help you. That's not what I
Yeah.
want. I want the answer.
Mm-mm.
Google
Totally.
Home gives me answers.
Yep. Now Apple would say that they have more privacy, uh,
Yeah,
like
sure. Yep.
concerns. That's
Yeah.
what their thing would be. But
I
like
hear
when yeah,
that.
and the keynote when it was like you want Siri in your whole house, I was like, no way, dude.
Yeah, that does
There'll
not
be a
sound like
bunch of like,
a
here's what I found on the
voice.
web.
And I can't see it because it's just a speaker.
It's a speaker, exactly.
Yeah, who
So,
cares?
anyways,
And what do you ask Alexa
the
to do with your Sonos? Play music, I'm assuming.
oh my gosh, dude, Sonos is hooked up to um Amazon Music,
Yeah,
Apple Music,
right.
Spotify,
Mm-hmm.
podcasts. All you just have to say is, well, I mean, we ask for the temperature, we ask for the weather. The kids ask her questions all the time.
Yep.
We're sitting at dinner, we just think of something funny, we ask it a question,
Yep.
ask it to tell a joke, play any mute, like, dude, any song you could think of in the library of songs.
And you can ask, play two Gomers, and they will play our
Yes,
podcast. Google Home will
totally.
do so, and
Alexa,
Alexa will do
play
so.
Perfect Movie.
Yep.
Totally. Play,
Wonderful.
yeah.
What more
So,
could you want?
lastly, dude, you can use your phone to like tune it, and you have to like walk all over the place for a minute, and you do all the like moving around yourself and stuff.
Really, to
And
get the right
so,
kind of sound for the room, you mean?
yeah. So
Ooh,
we turned
baby.
on Rise of Skywalker. You know,
Mm-hmm.
controversial, I know, but I
We'll get back to
couldn't
that.
believe I couldn't believe, dude.
Yeah,
There's a sound coming from like that corner.
I
And
see.
then
So
like
when the X-wing flies by, you hear it fly by in the room.
oh my gosh. It's what they mix movies with.
Right. Yep.
You know, it's like they had a Sonos in there. I don't know. So I could
That
go on and
I
on.
think
It's
that is a
just really
step
cool.
up from normal 5.1 systems, where
Hmm.
once in a while you'd be like, "Oh, that's cool. I heard somebody behind me." That happens once in
Right.
a while with our
Right.
5.1 because it's
Sure.
Vizio, right? It
Still
sounds
great.
like,
Still great.
well, but it
But yeah.
sounds like this is next level. Oh
Oh
man,
man.
I'm jealous, dude. That's awesome.
It's very
So
if I had another chunk of change sitting around, I'd send you one too.
When the
It is
Patreon
my
really
favorite
takes off, we'll just
thing.
buy that kind of thing for each other. How about that?
Great. Or a sponsor. They sponsor rewatchables.
Sonos, we're here for you.
Hello, if
Um,
you're listening.
well, that said, what about this? T-shirts. T-shirts alert.
Hello.
One of my favorite things this year is I've taken a page out of Obama's book
Mm,
where he doesn't want to decide what he's going to wear every day.
yep.
And oh, what the heck? I just saw it on a movie. Oh, Jeff Goldblum in The Fly does the same thing. Gina
Mm,
Davis looks in his closet and she's like, "Why you have 6 of the same suit?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't have the mental capacity. I've got to think about teleportation. I'm not going to think about what I wear the next day." So I wonder if
right.
Obama got it from Jeff Goldblum. That's my latest theory.
Yes.
Um, I found a T-shirt I like.
Mm,
V-neck, solid color T-shirt. H and
mm-hmm.
H is the brand,
Mm.
and I just bought it in 5 colors.
Nice.
And when it was warm, I would just wear. I wouldn't think. I wouldn't decide about what. I just put them all out, and I would just
Mm-hmm.
wear the same thing every Monday, same thing every Tuesday, same thing every
Yes.
Wednesday. Um, the you got to find a shirt that fits you well, that you're comfortable in.
Yeah.
And for me, it was a solid color. Graphic tees, they're fine, but I'm if I'm just gonna wear something
You're
every
growing.
day.
You're growing up a little bit. You don't need the McRib T-shirt.
Oh no, this is gonna be controversial. Yes, I've grown up beyond graphic tees. Wear whatever you want, nation. For me, graphic tees are a thing of the
Solid.
past. Graphic
Right.
solid tees and a pair of jeans.
Okay. Shoot.
Some
I'm gonna
people would
stick with the graphic tees. I think.
some people would say that even that is a youthful way to dress.
True. That's a good point because they're
Yeah,
like now you get to a certain age you're supposed to have a collar,
right.
right?
Um,
Gotta have a polo. Gotta have
and
yeah.
I'm not. I do have polos and I will wear them, but it's been helpful for me to find a shirt that fits well that I like and just say I'm gonna buy it in 5 dark colors and I'm
Yep.
gonna wear those t-shirts. If people
This is
watch on the 13.1, you will often see me with the same clothes on. That's not because I wear the same clothes without washing them. It's
yep.
because I've just streamlined my dressing. So there you
I
go.
love it.
H&H medium t-shirt is one of my favorite things.
Okay, I'm trying to
V-neck.
look that up
It's on
on my
Amazon.
okay. Okay.
Don't bother looking it up. It's the most boring thing in the world to look at. A black V-neck t-shirt.
Okay, well I was like maybe I'll order some real quick while we're on the podcast.
Not a bad idea. Um,
Okay.
so there you go. T-shirts.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so that actually goes really really well into what was almost my word.
Oh,
So
right.
everything else that I'm going to say is
Uh-huh.
free.
Okay.
All the rest of my next Gomer, I did my one big ticket item.
I see what you mean. Free,
Sonos.
financially free.
Yes,
These are favorite intangible things, maybe.
totally.
Okay.
Um, so like the best thing
Mm-hmm.
that we've done since March. Now, I
Uh-huh.
wonder how people have felt about being in their house,
Yeah.
just in their house,
Right.
right? Like you were saying, your office.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we've been going through this simplicity practice. Actually, my favorite church after our own church that we're a part of,
Right.
Bridgetown Church, did
Mm-hmm.
a whole series on
Right.
simplicity,
Yep.
which is not new.
Yeah.
This is the monk thing.
Yep.
Like when I went to that monastery, and I
Right.
was like, "There's almost nothing here," and I've
Mm-hmm.
never been more peaceful.
Yes. Amazing.
Oh,
Oof. It makes me want to
I
go right
want
now.
I want to be like that.
Yeah.
And so we have been going through things like a practice of like take everything in your closet,
Yep.
put it all on your bed.
Mm-hmm.
This is very Marie Kondo. I mean, this isn't new,
Oh no. Yeah.
but
But it's putting into practice is the next level, right? You can watch
right.
as many shows about sparking joy until you do
Yeah,
it. What
right.
use is it? Yeah.
And actually, he talked about simplicity of apparel, which is what you're saying.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
idea actually of a uniform. So
Mm-hmm.
there were like 3 different kinds. I can't remember, but the uniform is the one that I remember,
Huh.
which is the person that wears the same thing every day.
Right.
is like a spiritual discipline. That's who you are, right?
Well,
Like
it's so
this is
weird to think about that, right? I mean, because then there's like, I want to express myself with my outfit. That's fine, right?
oh
It's
yeah,
just, it's just,
totally.
just not, maybe not where I'm at right now. No, I
Well,
can dress up. I'm schnazzy. My boys even think so.
oh yeah. Yep, you can get a scarf or do a hat or
Sure. Accessorize.
but the idea of the uniform intrigued me. Like, one of his examples was Steve Jobs.
Right. The
Like
black turtleneck
he's
and jeans.
totally he probably just owned 10 of those. Um
Yeah.
so but yeah, so we've been throwing away,
Mm.
giving away,
Mm-hmm.
all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
a lot of it's just old
Yep.
anyways.
Yeah.
But I love exactly what you're saying, stripping it down
Mm-hmm.
to like I like these t-shirts or I like these jeans, couple
Right.
shoes, whatever.
Yeah.
So that just clearing our house,
Yeah.
making it simpler,
Yep.
less to be tangled with, which was almost my word. It
Mm-hmm.
isn't anymore. So I just made it a Gomer's
Spoiler.
favorite thing instead.
Love it. That's a good, that was a good call. Um, I have, I just, the rest of the things on my list are media based. I got,
mm,
so I've got some book stuff, music stuff, and show stuff. Should I do that all at
great.
once, or do you have things that you can pepper in between them?
Yep. I just have one more, and it could be
Okay.
media related. Totally.
So I've read a lot this year. More paper, less
Ooh.
screens. Um,
Yep.
I've read at least half an hour before bed and then drifted off into dreamland. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's been this crazy mixture of these super intense books about social justice and racial inequality and all this stuff, right?
Yes.
That I've mentioned mostly on the Perfect Movie podcast, probably, but it's been very heart opening and very mind opening to me, mixed with like John Grisham, Stephen King.
Mm,
I just need to go back to some comfortable things. I didn't read John
yes.
Grisham for like, I think I told you this, for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I just had a hankering. I saw a poster at Target for his new series, and I was
Yeah.
like, I'll try it. And I was like, it's like coming home.
Is he the okay? Is he the John Williams?
Oh, that's
Like
good.
like I just thought of
Of the
that. Like
literary world.
yeah, like it's so great, but
Yep.
like there's and actually John Williams has a lot of critical acclaim as well. But there are
Right.
still snobs in the classical music world that'd be like, "Oh, well, it's movie music." Is that a fair?
Certainly John Grisham is like that, right? There are better writers than him.
Okay.
Um, commercially, he and Stephen King can't be matched, right? Um, Now I
Right.
think Stephen King is a much better writer. It's just some of the material
Okay.
that he writes I can't read half an hour before going to bed, or I'm up again. John Grisham literally lulls me into this state of this stupor, and I just go to
Yeah.
sleep because it's so cozy, right?
Oh,
Um,
it's so great.
yeah,
But there's a gift in that, just like John Williams.
yep,
Like nobody can write like that.
right,
Like where it's just so comforting, so wonderful, just makes you happy,
yep.
colorful, creative. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Mm.
And so that has been really great to kind of re-engage in, um, kind of in partnership. But the best book I read all year um, was a book called What I Talk About When I Talk About Running, um,
Mm.
by an author that it's one of these things where I'm like, remember when Jason was like, there's a Home Alone 1?
Right.
Like, I
Yep.
love this author, Haruki Murakami.
Okay.
Um, I've loved his novels. And then I was like, he wrote a book about running. Um, and it is incredible because
Ooh,
it's
I'm
a
looking
book
at
about
this.
running and writing. What
Oh
it's like,
my
how his
gosh.
running influenced his writing and vice versa. And it was like, it was like opening up the best Christmas present ever, like that I didn't know I
Wow.
wanted. Um, so what I talk about when I talk about running, the best book I read all year, check it out. It's so good.
I am just about to click purchase. Did you by any chance get me that
I
for
did not get it. That's a good question. I didn't get it for you,
Okay.
but you should
I already
purchase.
bought a book you got me.
It's so incredibly readable.
Okay.
And I finished it in a week, reading half an hour every night. So
Okay.
it's really good, and it's going to influence my year coming up for sure.
Oh, great.
Let me just
Translation by Philip Gabriel.
oh, it also he his works Murakami, sorry I keep mispronouncing his name, really opened me up to reading books, translated books.
Ah, okay.
Which is a I think a practice that readers should do. I mean, we do it every
Cool.
day with the Bible, but
True.
um
Greek,
reading
Hebrew,
a
Aramaic.
translated novel is really pretty interesting. Um, just let me quick say this about music. Jessica and I both made a commitment in May that we wanted to listen to Black voices, and
Yep.
so a lot of that has revolved around new gospel music for us.
Mm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so some artists that we've really enjoyed: William Matthews, Chandler Moore, Dante
Mm.
Bowie, Tasha Cobbs
Mm.
Leonard, who I
Mm.
first heard at a live performance at your church, by the way. I heard something of hers on the radio. I YouTubed her, and the first thing that came up was a live performance at Passion in Atlanta.
Nice.
Um,
Cool.
John Reddick. These artists are incredible. To hear Black voices right now, hopeful
Mm.
and singing in faith and singing um, in desperation sometimes has been incredible for us.
Mm. I
And
love
then
that.
also, I'll just throw in Corey Wong, who's the guitarist from Wolfpack, has
Yes.
worked his friggin' A off. I saw a meme where it's like most artists during 2020 and they're like fat on a couch with Cheetos all over them, and then just a video of Corey Wong going crazy on the guitar. I think he's released 6 albums this year.
Whoa, what?
Um, and every track brings me joy. Corey Wong, an
Mm.
incredible guitarist, so innovative, so funky fresh. If you're
Dude.
gonna listen to one thing here coming into 2021, just look at a Corey Wong playlist um, on Spotify, and it will make you
Oh,
happy.
that's I'm gonna go ask Alexa.
Mm-hmm. He
Um,
also, right before the pandemic, recorded with a live orchestra, which I love. Um,
ooh,
and it is
sweet.
just full, deep, powerful electric guitar.
He's a Christian, right?
I don't know. He might be.
Okay.
He's in what's his face's. He plays with what's his face. I can't remember his name. Shoot, right now. Um,
Ben
yeah, he plays with Ben Rector a lot.
Ben Rector, yes.
Yep.
Okay. Cuz okay, just like when Bobby McFerrin
Mm-hmm.
came to conduct Wiseau
And you missed it.
and I missed it, Corey Wong came and did a production night at
Oh,
Passion, and I was in
really?
Wisconsin.
Oh
Yes,
my
just like
gosh.
200 people.
Oh, I'd die.
Like
I'd die.
I just about did. Gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna ask for that. Tosh Cobbs Leonard too. Her song "The Alabaster Jar."
Oh my
I
goodness.
like
Yes.
Easter. I'm not gonna cry.
Mm-hmm.
Easter, like last year, Good Friday. She sang that, and I was on the
Oh, you
floor.
saw it live.
Yes,
Whoa.
like
Okay.
I was like friggin' like oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
There is this new, honestly, there's this new gospel sound. I feel like
Mm,
it's incredibly emergent right now. Um,
yep.
and so much of it is out of Atlanta.
Yeah,
Um,
Maverick City Music
right. Maverick
is
City's
one.
there. Yep. And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
those names I listed are out of that. Right.
Mm,
And there's just, I would say, even if you're not a religious or spiritual person,
mm-hmm.
listening to Black voices in that way,
Yeah,
it has been really incredibly uplifting for me.
totally agree.
Um, and so yeah, Corey Wong obviously is not one of those new gospel Black
Right.
voices, but um, yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's been actually a pretty great year for music.
it has amazingly
Yeah,
since most of
amazingly.
it has been done like had to been in a creative way, like
Right.
figure out how can we social distance or how can we record in different
Mm-hmm.
studios
Yeah.
or quarantine together or like be in a bubble. It's
Right.
yeah, I agree. It's been a
Yeah.
prolific year for music and
Yeah.
creatively.
I think it's stretched people in different ways, taken out some of the comfort things that they usually rely on, and so then we've gotten a pretty original year. of
Yes.
produced music. It's pretty cool.
Oh man, I just got goosebumps. Um. Okay. I'll say one, and then you said more media.
I just have some TV stuff I want to talk about real quick.
Great. Okay, we'll get to yours.
Okay.
So super funny that I'm gonna show that I wrote it down so that
Uh-huh.
you said it already.
Yep.
Read before bed.
There we go.
Less screens, more paper.
Music
You
to my
reminded
ears.
me during the election,
Yep.
those couple weeks around it where I
Yeah.
just started watching news after news after news and
Mm,
and
yeah.
various other personal things and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I just couldn't sleep.
Right.
And you reminded me, spiritual director Stephen.
Well, after
Um,
after I did that misstep where I went right to advice and you were like, "Shut up."
Shut up. I know I shouldn't be on social media so much.
Leave me alone.
But yep, I restarted that. That's a practice that I've had throughout the year, and
Awesome.
the news thing stopped. But
Yep.
yes, wonderful. And John Grisham, mm,
Yep.
it really hits the spot.
It really does. Um, Before I talk TV, just let me say one more thing, and this is sort of cheating because I say it every year now, I think. But the 5-year journal that you bought for me 2 years ago, 3 years ago,
Yep.
I've almost completed my third year in that 5-year journal. Um, we talk about in our one words episodes coming up about mindfulness. That has
Yep.
been so the less screens, more paper. The 5-year
Mm-hmm.
journal has just been continues to be a rock in my mindfulness in my life,
Great. Great.
where I can look back at this year and remember every day
Yeah.
and the things that happened that were great in each day. So,
Cool.
and not so great, but it's good to remember all
Yep.
that.
Totally.
Okay, let me talk TV real quick.
Okay.
Half of this is there's been some, of course, in 2020 you want to get back to some comfort, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
so the things that I've loved most on TV this year are the Great British Baking Show.
Mm.
I would say if you have not watched the Great British Baking Show, watch series 3 right now on Netflix.
Series 3. Okay.
Um, I cried for an hour after the finale. I could not stop. It was so weepy. This is my favorite
Okay.
winner ever. Um,
Okay.
and it is besides being just so comfy, right? And like
Yep.
it's a reality show where everybody loves each other and helps each other, and it's sad when they leave. Like it's the
Mm-hmm.
anti um a Top Chef,
Yeah.
right? It's so different than that. Wonderful. The winner of the winner of the third season is so inspiring. And Jessica came home like, "What is wrong with you?" She won, and I can't believe she won. Um,
Spoiler
uh,
alert.
Also, uh, we rewatched Freaks and Geeks. I
Mm.
think I mentioned this. We rewatched the whole series. Just it's almost untouchable. The perfect pilot. They know exactly who
Mm-hmm.
they are the whole time. So tightly written. Every person in that show went on to do something great. Um, it is it both terrible that it only got one season and the best thing in the world because it had
Hmm.
no space to fail or get
Yep.
worse. You just have
Didn't
this
peter
one
out.
perfect season. Um, and Unfortunately, it's not streaming anywhere. We have it on DVD, so we have to watch it on
Oh.
DVD. um,
Oh, you gotta watch it in 480. Oh.
oh yuck!
Oh, can't you at least
E-
upconvert that?
Even that, it was still good. So great.
Worth
Sorry,
it.
Great British Baking Show and Freaks and Geeks. As far as new stuff, I think Star Wars TV shows this year for the win. Um,
Mm.
we watched the end of Clone Wars. Quite incredible. I'll just say this, Gomer Nation, if you have not watched Clone Wars, I think you could watch the last 4 episodes of season 6 and the last 4 episodes of season 7, and you'll get why it's good.
Mm.
And you will be set up in a really rewarding way for what's happening this season on The Mandalorian, which I am going to say
Ooh.
right now. Here's my hot take about Mandalorian.
Yep.
Said at the beginning of this year, I think the best thing Disney has done with the Star Wars universe is Galaxy's Edge and the Rise of the Resistance ride. Right. Um, I've changed my tune. I think the best thing Disney has done with the Star Wars universe at this point is Mandalorian.
Hmm.
Second season is just something else. And I think here's my super hot take. I think Jon Favreau should take over.
Whoa.
I think it's cool to still have Kathleen Kennedy. I think she's great, but I think she needs to hire him as her number two and let him run the universe because
Dang.
Mandalorian show is doing stuff with the Star Wars universe that the movies missed out on. And
Yeah.
um uh maybe they just had to get those three movies out and there's great things like you said about them, but each episode of Mandalorian has me on the floor at this point. Like I
Oh,
cannot believe I just saw that.
dang.
And you're
Okay, I
not
haven't
caught
seen any
have,
of the new season
okay. So
yet.
I will just say this with no spoilers. Jon Favreau has now brought things in from things that we love into
Yes.
the show.
Cool.
And it's just too good. Star Wars TV, I'm sorry I ever doubted you.
Well, Ludwig Göransson
Mm-hmm.
in his studio apartment just recording that theme by himself.
Those big recorders or whatever, those big
Oh,
flutes. It's okay. I've got 10 more
yep.
minutes.
Um, yep, Ludwig. Let's edit that right there.
Okay.
You can just say those big flutes, and I'll
Those big
respond to that.
flutes that he plays like in a desert scape.
Yes.
Now he's at home doing it all by himself. Sounds just as good.
Dude, I gotta tell you,
Yeah.
we got a security system here this year.
Uh-huh.
I think during all of, everybody redoing their houses and stuff, there were
Yeah.
just traveling salesmen everywhere,
Yeah.
and so he installed a new security system in like half our neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
And when you walk in our house,
Yeah.
it goes beep beep.
Ba-dang.
Like
Oh, yeah, it's
it's
like the new airplane ding of that's Home
totally.
Alone theme, right?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive, I haven't checked. I
Uh-huh.
think it's the same two notes as the opening of The Mandalorian. So
Ooh.
I'm constantly
Mm-hmm.
da 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 da
With
da
the
da 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 do do da 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 da,
great
like
theme. Great theme. I love that
all
there's kind of like a
day.
Rocky theme in the bridge of
Totally.
that song. You know what I mean? It's so
Oh yeah.
70s.
Ba, 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 ba,
That's
ba.
it. That part goes into
Yep.
like a Rocky 1 theme.
Totally. It's so awesome.
What a genius. I love The
Yep.
Mandalorian. I love Baby Yoda. Just
Mm.
say that and leave it there.
Favorite
For people that
character
have
ever.
seen the show, they're saying something to me right now, but I'll just leave it there. And um, I think it's nice to have some quality Star Wars content coming out, even though the movie theaters are closed. We've got
Yeah.
some place to go.
Well, speaking of quality content, dude, you watch um what's the eighth movie? I'm forgetting right now.
Rise of
Star
Skywalker.
Wars.
Oh,
No, that's
Last
nine.
Jedi.
Yeah.
Whew.
Watch the Last Jedi battle scene when we got rid of our furniture and we just have that couch from upstairs downstairs
Oh yeah,
and we took the TV screen from off the mantle and onto a table which is
yeah.
a placeholder for the sweet credenza we got.
Uh huh.
We hooked up that movie with
Right.
the Sonos and dude, we were friggin' cheering. It
That movie
sounds
looks so
it
incredible.
looks
Sounds so
it
incredible.
yep. I know a lot of people hate it and a lot of people hate 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
There's good things. I have my issues with
Okay,
nine.
keep
Eight
yeah,
eight
yeah.
is I think is eight is a work of genius. Some people will argue with me about that. I, I'll say this: they should have just had John Favreau running it all,
That's what
and
I'm
then
saying.
it could have been an
Imagine
arc that
imagine
worked.
John Favreau
Yeah,
had done a movie.
and he probably
Like,
will at some point. Um,
yeah.
I would rather him be in charge of everything and not direct at all. He's the
Sure.
Paul Feig who
Run it.
he's the There's one guy who's in charge of Marvel who says this doesn't fit with that and that tone is wrong and stuff like that. They just need that
Yes.
person.
That's exactly it. I mean,
Right.
that's it's a singular vision
Mm-hmm.
and like I mean, even watching the that behind the scenes thing where he's
Yeah,
got a different director for every episode. It's a
right.
very diverse,
Exactly.
um,
That's what I'm talking
like
about. But he's in charge of
set
it
of
all
people.
still.
Yeah, he's. I mean, but it's a one mind, but they are all of that same
Right.
mind. But they bring something new to the table. Each episode has a little bit of a different feel,
Yeah.
different flavor. It's like incredible.
Right. Yeah, so
Um,
bring in Bryce Dallas Howard and she can direct a Star Wars movie. I don't care.
yeah,
As long as Favreau is able to say, "Oh, but what if you didn't add that
yeah,
character but added this one instead? That might
yeah.
work better." Okay, great.
He he's just got a creative vision. Debop,
Debop,
Debop.
director of Elf.
Who would who would have ever like seriously when that little guy that's looking for a girlfriend at in Father Kavanaugh
Right.
his
In Notre
class.
Dame. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Oof. I love it. Who knew?
Hmm.
All right, dude. Gomer's favorite things.
Hey, you got a TV one? I gotta throw it in TV one.
Oh, please do.
We've been all about This Is Us. I know you
Oh,
decrease
yeah.
the drama,
No, no, no.
but
I think I might be ready for some This Is Us. Your
man,
description of that episode that was like time
yeah,
travel-ish got me thinking
yeah.
again. Yeah.
Like or like not time travel. Well, the whole
The
show is
the
time
what
travel.
if-ish.
Like
Right, yeah.
that's what blows our minds, dude, is like
Mm-hmm.
literally the show takes place over, I don't know, 60 years.
Right.
And you're just constantly cutting in between,
Mm-hmm.
you know, ugh, it's really cool.
You're into The Crown right now too, aren't you?
Yep. And then
You
The
guys are
Crown,
watching that?
which we
Yeah.
mentioned, Hans Zimmer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we've been loving The Crown.
Yep.
And I mean, yeah,
Without
about it.
Survivor, what else are we to do? We need to go
That's the thing.
these period dramas.
Yep. And then we're rewatching Mandalorian full on with the girls. That's why we're
Right.
not on season 2 yet.
Okay, now I am going
Um,
to pitch to you right now,
uh-huh.
take it or leave it, that
Mm-hmm.
watching the last four episodes of season 6 and the last four episodes of season 7
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
of Clone Wars
Yes. Okay.
will really get your girls to fall in love with Ahsoka Tano and enrich your viewing of Mandalorian season 2, which was sort of a spoiler I just did, but whatever.
Oh, that's okay. I won't
Yeah.
remember.
Okay. Um my I think up there in my some of my favorite Jedi at this point. She might be number 3 or number 2 of my favorite Jedi. So
Ahsoka.
that says a lot. Ahsoka Tano. Yep.
Sweet.
All right. This is really dumb. Can I just real have I sung the praises of Muppet Christmas Carol before on this podcast? We watched Muppet Christmas Carol last night. My hot take is it's the best Muppet movie. It's the best Scrooge movie.
Mm,
Um,
nice.
this is coming out during Christmas, so I thought I'd throw one. Just that has risen to the top of my favorite Christmas movies at this point.
Mm,
Muppet Christmas
okay.
Carol,
Okay. We'll
Michael
check. We'll
Caine,
have to check that out. Wait,
Interstellar.
Michael.
Michael Caine comes in.
Yep.
I think
Best accent.
maybe that's the reason is they hire this kind of like really serious actor
Mm-hmm.
who isn't trendy. You know, he's no Ricky Gervais or whoever they're hiring for these new Muppet
Right.
movies. This is Michael Caine, and so there's some sort of like, and it's a period piece, so it doesn't age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just ever present. So, Muppet Christmas Carol, watch that if you haven't yet. So good.
Dang it! I haven't watched anything else cool, man.
Well,
Hmm.
yeah, it's been a weird year, right?
Yeah.
No movies.
Tenet. Loved Tenet.
Tenet. We love Tenet.
That was really fun.
Yep.
Ludwig Göransson, I think.
There he is again. Yep.
Right?
Yeah, definitely.
He's the dude.
Because Hans Zimmer was busy with This Is Us or whatever.
No, The Crown.
The Crown.
Okay,
Sorry.
let me just say that because I hadn't seen The Crown until now. The opening of the gold,
Mm-hmm.
that gold melting opening,
Of
and like the
and it
super
forms the
close-ups.
crown and the yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh
good.
man.
Yep.
Like just the way it looks and like the detail
Great
and like
opening.
the camera work of
Mhm.
like macro like zooming in, making it look bigger than life. That is so cool.
Yeah.
With Hans Zimmer. Ooh la la.
Mhm. Yeah. Can't go wrong. All right, dude. Well, have a Merry Christmas. What we've got coming up is a lot of stuff, new stuff in 2021, right?
Yeah.
Our one words. Well, we have one more closing episode on this feed with our final thoughts of 2020, then our one words launch January, and then Runner's Block, our new podcast on this same
Woo.
feed, officially launches in February. We are so excited about it. Don't go anywhere, Nation. Just stay right here, and you're going to get a really cool, really new and fresh 2021 from the Gomers.
Cool, dude. Gonna be a blast.
Subscribe to our bonus disc, patreon.com/2gomers.
Yes, please. We have a blast over there.
And have a very Merry Christmas.
All right, you too, dude.
Great up.
Super fun, man.
Have a great week.
All right, you too, bud.
And happy running.
All right, let's stop that. 1, 2, 3, stop. Wow, we got so much in the
Oh
can,
my gosh,
dude.
that rules.
Woo!
Thanks,
All right,
dude.
I gotta go get Isla.
Okay.
And we're gonna go to ballet.
All right. Bye, everybody. Bye, Gomer Nation. Bye,
yeah.
Gomertrons.
Bye,
Bye,
Gomer Nation.
13.1ers. You rule.